What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to do something a little different. We've now completed 15 days of live trading, streaming, sharing ideas. We made some mistakes. We had some trading lessons along the way, and most importantly, I believe we stayed accountable. So after those 15 days, first 15 days of our live streaming, I've realized something. And if I had to start from absolute zero tomorrow, there are several things I would like to um, that I would do differently and that I want to share with you. And I'm saying this not because I've mastered trading or not because I know everything, but because these lessons would have saved me weeks, if not months, of frustration, hundreds of dollars, and a lot of unnecessary stress, a lot of unnecessary emotional damage. Right. Um, Today I'm going to share the biggest lessons I've learned and exactly what I would focus on if I were starting over, if I was starting over from zero. First and foremost is too much complexity. Um, Most traders start exactly the way I did, I believe, or the way we all did, because we don't know exactly what we need to learn or how. So I think in the beginning we all have too many indicators, too many strategies, too many opinions, too many inputs from different YouTube teachers or gurus, and they all tell us different things. But one of the biggest realizations I've had is that the complexity doesn't automatically make us a better trader, right? In fact, often it can make us worse, worse traders, or just all those things will lead to worse execution. Today and last 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, you could have seen us using mostly 9 or 14 SMA and 9 EMA. And this is not because there's some kind of magical tool, right? Not because they predict the future or tell us what the next move will be, but they help us to stay consistent. And for example, we have to know that those two tools, like EMAs, we can use in a trading, not trading, but trending environment, not in a ranging environment. And if I was starting tomorrow again, I would probably spend less time searching for the perfect tool and perfect strategy, perfect indicator, but I would dedicate more time to mastering a simple strategy. What I'm trying to say here on the left, I have all the indicators and all the tools that I usually use. Those are volume profiles for the sessions for the week. I use VWAP. I use this indicator sessions from LuxAlgo, then Market Cipher A, Market Cipher B on the bottom, and volume. And this is how the chart looks when we have everything turned on. For me, this is just an absolute chaos, and I'm not able to figure anything out from something like this. So that's why I say we have to learn how to recognize the environment, and based on that we have to choose our tool, our weapon. If we are trending, then of course I'm gonna use my Market Cipher as always. I'm gonna use the EMA and SMA and probably VWAP just to see if we are above or below it. If we are ranging, then I will probably stay patient because I don't like to trade ranging environment, but if I decide to, because the whole session is boring and it's just bouncing from support and rejecting from the resistance, then I'm gonna use those two. Second thing, or the next thing that I want to talk about is trading one market and one market only, one ticker, right? We are talking about day trading here, scalping. So I believe you should master one market, let's say NQ. I decided that for the live streams I'm gonna trade NQ and NQ only. Most traders, when they start, they want to trade everything that is moving. But every market, every ticker has its own personality, and if you try to learn all five personalities, or all of them, so for example, let's say you want to try trade NQ, ES, I don't know, gold, silver, maybe Bitcoin. Um, these are all different environments, different markets, and they all behave differently. So trying to learn all five personalities at once, it's very difficult. So if you're starting over, choose one thing and master it. Just learn everything about it, like how it moves, when it moves, um, what are the liquidity levels that are usually taken or swept, um, how it behaves during different sessions. On NQ, for example, we have Asia session, London session, New York session, and and we talked about on our live streams that for example, within the Asia session, we might get a move in the beginning. It's moving a little bit slower. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit so we can check this. So for example, last week we had some nice price action. So Sunday, Monday we opened here on Sunday and we had a grind up, nothing too crazy, but then after, so 6 o'clock, 8, this was around London Open, we had a move here before the London Open. Then London Open, we slowed down, and then we continued with the movement. And we talked several times about how we get the move. Then we have half an hour of cool down, and then price starts moving again. Usually that's around 1 hour before the London Open. At least it was like that, like last week. So we had the move, we got the move an hour before the London Open, then we slowed down a little bit, and 1 hour after the London Open we got another move. Also, I like to trade, let's say, 2 hours before the New York session, and when New York opens, I don't want to be in any trades. I don't want to trade, and also if I'm gonna trade New York session, I'm gonna zoom out. I don't want to use time frames less than 5 minutes, 5 minute time frames. Before that, when the price is moving, I like to scalp on 30 seconds, 15 seconds, and that's just my strategy that works for me. But when after New York opens, I don't want to go lower than 5 minutes. Maybe I will go to 3 or 1 minute just to enter the position, but my stop loss, my TP, everything will be based of 5 minute time frame. Next thing I want to talk about is, for example, patience. Patience will pay off, believe me. If you don't see a clear setup, it's better to stay out and not take a trade. And remember, like, patience is a skill. It's not something that you are born with. Maybe more or less, yes, you can be more patient or less patient by your nature, but it's a skill and you have to practice it like everything else in trading. For example, on Monday I had no trades here. On Friday we had this big move down, and then Monday, I usually don't like Mondays, but I did not trade at all, and that felt good, to be honest, because on Friday I made like my daily target of $500, and Monday I stayed away. I continued Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. All 3 days were profitable for me. I can even show you here. For example, Friday, June 5th was 480. My daily target is $500, so I made 480. That was close enough. I stayed away. Then we had the weekend. Then we had Monday, zero. I did not trade. Then we had Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all like 495, 520, 505, so all profitable days. And then I did a mistake on Friday that I want to talk about too, but let's I'm gonna talk about it in a minute or two. So yeah, patience. That patience cost me on Friday. Actually, I wasn't patient enough. I was thinking, oh, movies incoming. Now we're gonna move. Now we're gonna move. We were around here, I believe, Thursday, Friday around here. Yeah, in this small area here, I made my daily loss. So I reached my daily loss limit in this triangle instead of waiting for the move to happen and then just enter. And I was not on 15-minute time frame. I was on a 5 and less. So this was this price action here. I was like, oh, okay, we are making a triangle. We're gonna break out here. Then I got stopped several times, and that was the day done for me. And then I had to watch the price going my way because we even said that we might see a pullback and then continuation higher. Yeah, and our motto on the channel is very simple. Price of patience is always less than a price of regret. And after those 15 days of live trading, I believe that more than ever, really. Okay, so next thing is the trades you don't take, right? For example, for me that was Monday. The whole Monday was one big trading day that I did not trade. And if we go on 5 minutes on Monday here, we had a nice move up, but I was just not interested. I did not want to risk any gains from Friday, so I just stayed away, and that was automatically a win. Also, after a loss here, I started probably revenge trading. Where were we? Friday. So yeah, here. I took a loss, I took a second loss, and then I subconsciously tried to revenge trade and FOMO back in to make those losses back. I even got the opportunity to make my my first two losses back, but I didn't take profits because I thought we're gonna go higher and I'm gonna do my daily profit target immediately, and then of course I got stopped and I was out for the day. Yeah, what else? For example, knowing your setup, knowing your things, what you looked for. For example, if we go back on 4 hours, we mentioned that we think that the bottom is in here. That was Tuesday. Yes, on Tuesday when we bounced here, we said that we would expect the price to come down to fill this week to repair this bottom, and then we could continue higher. That's exactly what happened. And even here then on Wednesday, Donovan said too that he sees no reason why the price should go lower. We even formed a nice bull div on 4 hours, and what do you know, that was the bottom, and we came higher. So just for the conclusion of this short video, if I started again tomorrow from zero, few things that I would do. Number one, I would keep it simple. Choose your strategy. It can be breakout strategy, it can be ranging market, it can be reversal, whatever, but just keep it simple. And don't overfill your charts with 6 different indicators. Believe me, you don't need all of them at the same time. Number two, I would focus on one market and one market only. Choose NQ. You have to know that NQ, although on 4 hours looks clear, like a clear move up or down, if you zoom in on 15 minutes where you're gonna day trade, you will have a lot of chop and a lot of wicks. So you have to understand that ticker moves like that. For example, ES, I think moves much more much cleaner. Number three, and probably one of the most important one is develop patience before you start chasing any price action or profits. Even practice, for example, if you're not 100% sure in your setup, just mark your entry, mark your stop loss and your take profit, and wait. See what will happen, journal it, so you will be smarter for the next one. Number 4 is protect your capital. As I said, that was my mistake on Friday. I was foaming in, I did not protect it very well. So yeah, now I have to have 2 more winning days just to make that 1 day back. So just protect your capital. And number 5, I would say, try to find a community that will suit your needs. Trading is difficult enough alone, and if you're doing it by yourself, it can be very confusing, very exhausting. So I would recommend finding a community, because having people around you who share the same goal, the same struggles and same journey, it really makes a huge difference. And again, I got reminded in last 15 days, the trading is not about predicting every move. It's more about managing yourself, your execution, your discipline, and just staying consistent. I don't. I think I don't have anything else to say on this topic. So thank you for watching. If you found any value in today's video, in whatever I said, let me know in the comments below. And remember, price of patience is always less than the price of regret. Peace.